What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Love and Marriage DC. This is season 1. This is episode 4. The episode is titled Sex, Lies, and the Great Debate, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and are not subscribed, then I'll need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love and Marriage DC, shall we? Alright, you guys, so this episode we picked up where we last left off, and that was with Ashley, Tasha, Irena, and Winter having the lunch. And you guys remember that Ashley, she did apologize to Winter for, the vegan dinner. So Ashley's thing is, she'd be cool with getting to know Winter, which we know that currently, because they were on social media, Winter tweeted something and Ashley, quote, retweeted her saying she didn't want to be her friend. So I don't know where they stand currently, but at that point in the filming, they were still, trying to figure things out. But I got what Ashley was saying. Ashley was saying that she would like to get to know Winter outside of having conversations about Kevin. And I'm cool with that. Like, don't nobody want to hear about Kevin. And I respect that. I can respect that. So then Irena. So I have to say, Irena is actually my favorite personality on this show. It's Irena. I really love me some Irena. But I can kind of see why Jamie feels the way he feels when it comes to Irena. Because it's like with Irena, she kind of has word vomit. It's like Irena, she talks, and sometimes I think Irena can overshare at times. But I'm not mad at it. But I can see why Jamie would feel some type of way. Now I still don't agree with Jamie shushing her, but I can see why he feels the way he feels. Because Irena told the ladies that at one point, she and Jamie, they did their dirt. Now you guys remember, she said that she never caught him in the act. So I have to agree with Ashley with something that she said, because Ashley is me when it comes to being in a relationship, and if my significant other is cheating on me. The thing is, I never understand, and you typically see this with women, but you do see some men who do this. I never understand people who say, oh, I need your phone password. I need to know what your password is on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. I don't need that. If you want to cheat, go ahead and do it. But as soon as I find out, I'm out of the building. Like, I understand that. So yeah, I don't need this. I don't need your passcode. I don't need none of that stuff, because I'm not going through your text messages. I'm not going through your DMs. I'm not doing that, because my thing is, and you're not going through mine, vice versa. Because my thing is, if I have to go that route of going through your text messages as well as your DMs and all that, then that means that I don't trust you, and that means that we shouldn't be in this relationship or this marriage if we're married. That's what that says to me. That says to me, I don't trust you that well. So why am I even in this situation? And if you get, and that's for anybody, if you get to that point where you feel like you need to go through your significant other's text messages and DMs, break up, because there's a lack of trust in the relationship. Do yourself a favor and break up. That's all I gotta say. So let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. Let's talk about Ashley and Quick, you guys, real quick. So we see Ashley. So Ashley went down to see Quick's boss. So Quick's boss, Sean, he's doing CIAA. So Ashley is just worried about Quick. And, we find out a little bit more about Quick in this scene. So Ashley is wanting to find a way to free up Quick's schedule so that Quick can spend some time with her and the kids. So, she's telling Sean, and Sean's like, yeah, I agree. So they're talking about the fact that they think that, well, they don't think, they know that Quick is working. He works himself so much as a coping mechanism. Now, I don't know what the well, you know what? I think I might know what it is. Grief, right? Because he did say his dad died. And, if you never deal with grief, you'll try to find other ways to, you know, not have to deal with it. So while they're talking, Quick comes into the room, and I tweeted this. This scene kind of felt staged, set up. It just didn't feel 100% authentic to me. But like I said, we found out a little bit more about Quick, and the fact that Quick, he remember, she said that, you know, he's worked himself to exhaustion. He says he's worked himself to exhaustion, but he's worked himself to the point of exhaustion where he has driven off the side of the road. I'm like, damn. You know what? I can't talk because I've actually done that myself. I did that when I was driving full time for Uber. I have done that, especially when I was driving from Uber up here in Dallas and driving back to my hometown. There were quite a few. There was one night in particular where I was trying to drive. I was almost back to my hometown, and there was a state trooper who pulled me over, and he was like, "Are you okay?" Because he said, you know, you were driving a little slower, and he said you were weaving just a little bit. He said, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I just finished working, so I'm heading back home right now." He's like, "Okay." So he let me go. He said, you know, get some rest. And as soon as I got back to, you know, when I got back to my cousin's apartment, I was out like a light. So I've actually had moments where I was driving and I'm dozing off, and you hit the shoulder, you hear that loud ass noise. So I've had moments where, so I understand that. And when you listen, literally, when I say it out loud, and I think to myself like, damn, you were risking your life. You was putting your life on the line. So yeah, Chris. I mean, not. Oh, I said Chris, but I'm thinking about Quick. Yeah, Quick. You got to get a handle on that, my buddy. You got to get a handle on that. So you guys, let's pause here and move forward. Oh God, you guys. Next up, let's talk about Monique and Chris real quick. This show, in my personal opinion, it's not painting Monique in the best light. Like, for me, when I see Monique on this show, this is giving me season 2 Real Housewives of Potomac Monique. And I didn't like Monique season 2 of Potomac. I didn't grow to like Monique until season 3 and 4 of Potomac. And then we don't talk about the last season that she was on Potomac. I don't discuss that. But season 2 Monique, I just did not like. Something about her. She talks too much. She's a scene stealer. So we see her and Chris. They're on that trip to Africa. That was all we really saw in the first half of the episode. But then at the end of the episode, I don't understand her arguments with Chris, because they were unpacking and she was basically asking Chris, did he have an aha moment? And Chris said no, and she got upset about that. I'm like, if he didn't have an aha moment, what you want this? Like, here's my thing. Would you rather the man lie to you and tell you, oh yeah, girl, baby, I had an aha moment? Then you ask him what was the aha moment. He'd be like, oh, it was yeah, I was just saying it because I thought that would make you happy. I didn't think you was gonna go deep into it. So like I just said, would you rather he lie to you or be honest with you? Because it's just not. I don't understand the situation. It just feels like to me that Monique is nitpicking at every little thing with Chris, and it's annoying at this. It's really annoying me. And like I said, it's just reminding me of season 2 Real Housewives of Potomac Monique. So also, I do want to say, while I know I'm coming down on Monique, but we also do have to say congratulations to Monique. She got that co-host gig at whatever it is, WPCG, PGI, whatever the hell it is. Y'all know the radio station out there in DC. I don't know it. But congratulations to her about that. The one thing I want her to stop doing is talking about Potomac. Because I saw a clip where she was talking about it. I saw a clip where she was talking about the altercation on season 5. Girl, move on with your life. I feel like Monique really does want to go back to Potomac. But, you know, I feel like if they asked her, I feel like if she could go, if they asked her back, again, I've heard so many different stories about season 6 of Potomac. I heard that she said that she gave her resignation letter after the reunion of season 5. I heard that she gave her, she was given a contract, but she turned it down. So I don't know what's what, and I honestly, God, don't care, but that's that. Let's pause here, move forward, you guys. You guys, next up, let's talk about Arena and Jamie. So, her son, Jason, when you saw, because her mother went into the room with her iPhone and her Apple Watch, and she asked Jason to pair her phone and her watch together. And when you saw him in that moment, I was like, that is what he likes to do. He is into technology. He's very much so into technology. He is not a DJ. He does not want to be a DJ. He wants to do something in the tech industry, and if he wants to, let him do what he wants to do. So Raina comes in and she tells him, she's talked to the people down there at Doors. She explained what Doors means. I forgot what it was. So she asked him, so if you get into Doors, what do you want to do? He says, he wants to learn about computers and potentially work for Apple. And I'm like, okay, the man got a plan. He knows what he wants to do, and why don't y'all support him instead of Jamie wanting him to go to DJ school? And he tells his mom how he feels like his dad is forcing him to go to DJ school. So Arena's like, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for, your dad, for us to have a dinner. I'm going to invite your sister Brittany over, and if your brother can come, then we'll have him here, and your granny will be there as well. So she says, I want you to tell your dad. He's like, why don't you tell him? She's like, no, you talk to your dad. He says to us in an interview, he says he feel like if he tells his dad's gonna cop an attitude, and that is exactly what his daddy did. Cop the whole damn attitude. So then we have the dinner with the whole family. So Brittany is there. So we find out that Brittany is not Jamie's daughter. She is from a previous relationship with her high school sweetheart. But when she got with Jamie, Jamie raised her as if she was his own daughter, and my hat is off to him for that. I love it when a man or a woman can come into a relationship where someone has a child and they can love that child as if they're their own flesh and blood. I love to see it. So Jason tells his dad straight up that, Dad, I don't want to go to DJ school. And I get what Jamie is saying, but that's not Jason's story. Jamie's thing is, it would be nice for someone who is disabled to be able to see someone else who has a disability being able to say, yes, I have a disability, but look at me, I'm doing this, I'm DJing, I'm on the magazines, I'm on this and I'm on that. And it is cool if someone with a disability can see someone doing something that people might not think that they could do. I'm cool with that. But then when he started talking about the magazines and stuff, I'm like, so is that for you to, so he says, so I can be proud. But you can't be proud of yours. And I know that's not what he's saying, but if he stopped and listened to what he was saying, it sounds as if you're saying, I can't be proud of my son unless he's in the magazines or, on TV doing this. That's how it sounded. But I know that's not what he meant. So, and when they were talking, it literally did feel like, because, you got Lil Jamie talking to him as well. And it sounded like they were trying to pressure him into doing something he does not want to do. Because they talking about, he's like, he want to meet girls. He ain't got no money. I got that part. He ain't got no money. So don't no woman want a broke man. I got that. But just because, you can DJ, you control the music, you control this, you control that. Okay, what does that do for him if if his heart is not into it and he's not happy with what he does? You're just gonna have someone who goes to a workplace every day and is miserable with what they're doing. Do you know how tiring that shit is? Because I've done it. Especially when I worked at Hertz. I went to that office every damn day, knowing damn well I hated working there. I hated the customers. I was just doing it because it was a paycheck. So don't Don't do that. Jason, do what you want to do. So then, this is what threw me. Jason is saying he wants to go to school and he wants to work for Apple. And so Jamie is saying that's plan A. What's plan B? It's the opposite conversation of what most parents have with their kids. Because most parents will tell their kids, I know you want to be a model. I know you want to be an actor, a singer, a this, a business owner, a this, a that. That's fine and dandy. But what if that never happens? What's plan B? My mom and I had that. My mom had that conversation with me. She knew I wanted to act, and she knew I wanted to do music, and I still do. But she said, "Drum, I know that's plan A for you. What is plan B? What if that never happens?" And the way Jamie was talking, he's like, "What?" And it just sounded like when he said that's plan A, what's plan B? It sounded as if he was trying to say, "You're not gonna be able. What if you can't get into school?" Which, if he can't get into that school, I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of other schools that he could go for. So I didn't understand him saying that's plan A, what's plan B. I didn't understand that. But hey, I guess they're gonna let him have it. I guess they're gonna, Jamie's okay with him doing what he wants to do, which he should be. This boy is 20. This man is 21 years old. Let him live his life. I mean, when we're kids, our parents put us in so many things that they think, and it's so interesting. Our parents put us into things that they want us to do, not necessarily what we want to do. But hey, let's pause here, you guys, and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys. So next up, we see Irena and Winter. So they went out to dinner, and Irena asked Winter if she felt resolved with Ashley. And in Winter's interview, she felt a little way, talking about she feels like Irena is playing both sides. Now, I don't necessarily see that as playing both sides. She's just saying, we haven't saw each other since the last time we were all together. Do you think that there's any resolve between you and Ashley? But she says that, she was, she felt one way, but then when she apologized to her, she was cool with it. So then Winter said, let me tell you something that's going to shock you. I'm abstinent. That wasn't really shocking, but hey, okay. We're shocked. So then she wants to talk more about the situation when they were at the table, when Irena said that, she and Jamie had done their dirt. So she asked her, did you ever have a sexual relationship with someone else? She said no. Did you ever sex with someone? She says no. So Winter says, what was it? So she says, it was just basically DM conversations, and she would just be flirting with other guys. You look beautiful today, this and this and that. I was like, okay. But she got caught. She ain't never caught Jamie, but she got caught. Now, she was talking about at one point that, she would be calling Jamie, texting Jamie, and, he would say that he didn't have his phone, or he fell asleep at a stop sign or a stoplight. I have had a situation where I got drunk and fell asleep. I got drunk and was asleep at the stoplight for a few minutes. It ain't funny looking back on it. And you guys, this was in my early 20s, so don't be like, oh my God, JB. This was early 20s, like 21, 22, when this happened, where I fell asleep at the light. Don't know how, and I was asleep for a good minute before I woke up. But nobody, and then the good thing was no one was on the road at that time of night, because it was like, 4 a.m. in the morning. It was Juneteenth. I remember it was Juneteenth. Actually, I wasn't even 21 at the time. I was 20. I was still 20, but yeah, the same night that I threw up in my car. But yeah, you guys. So then after that, we see Jamie and Irena, as well as Quick and Ashley. They're on a double date. So Jamie tells Quick that Jason told him he doesn't want to go to DJ school. And I love how Quick said, what I just said a few minutes ago. Parents, they want so much for their kids, but once your kids get to a certain age, it's up to them to do what they want to do. Don't project onto them what you want for them. So then Irena tells them about her dinner with Winter, and about her giving her a sex therapist to reach out to, and they talk about their sex life. Sounds like Jamie just wants to eat the box, and Irena ain't letting him eat the box. But she also wants some romance in the relationship, and that's pretty much all that's pretty much it, you guys. Let that man eat the box. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I'm still sticking with it, but it still ain't giving me nothing. And I'm not saying I need drama, but I need something, a little spark, a little something. But that's it. Like I said, let me know what you guys thought. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Please wash your hands. Wear a mask, you guys. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.